On Friday, the 5th of October, we went to a planning exhibition about a new superstore proposed to be built alongside the railway station behind the homes on High Road West. Our earlier story gives basic details, and this map shows the approximate area where the store will be sited. The developers, Albourne Property plc, have employed planning consultants Marins to take the proposal through the planning process, so I asked consultant David Pritchard to answer the questions we have.
How big are we talking about the store in real terms in comparison to kind of big stores as we see them about the countryside? Is it a superstore or is it a reasonable sized supermarket?
It's a superstore, right. And to give you some idea of comparison, it's about 20% larger than the current Morrison store in Felixstowe.
So it's a big store?
It is a large store, yes.
Would you think that, I know you can't identify a user at this point, but would you think that the user would make it kind of multi-purpose food and non-food?
No, it will be principally food. The large food store operators are principally grocers. They all sell small elements of non-food goods of the sort we typically find in modern supermarkets and superstores. But it's principally food, canned food, fresh food, dry food, of a similar sort of product range that you would find if you went into a typical Sainsbury's, Asda, Tesco or Morrison store.
Talk to me a little bit about how you would see this store functioning in our town. Do you think it would damage other businesses very much, or what do you think?
Well, the important point to bear in mind is that this site is within the area defined as being the town centre by the council. By being located within the town centre, what I hope the store will achieve is stem the outflow of money which currently leaks out of Felixstowe to centres such as Ipswich, and also provide competition with the existing major food stores in the town like Morrison's. By retaining expenditure within the town centre, that gives the opportunity for benefit to local businesses who will have the opportunity of experiencing, I hope, increased footfall as a result of people looking perhaps to Felixstowe town centre to purchase some of their goods and services, which they otherwise might be doing on visits to Ipswich and other centres.
We're currently looking at a possible Tesco development in the town, although some distance from the town centre. How do you feel that your store might affect it, bearing in mind that you're likely to go for planning permission fairly rapidly, and if you've got planning permission, I assume you'd start to build fairly rapidly?
You're correct. We would hope to make progress on towards submitting a planning application in the relatively near future, once we've had the benefit of considering what local people have had to say. Thereafter, assuming planning permission were granted, we would want to progress the development and bring it forward as soon as possible. How that would possibly affect any proposals Tesco may have, I really can't comment. Tesco have been talking about bringing forward a store at Walton Green for some time, but as far as I'm aware, no application has yet been submitted.
So overall, you think this would make a good use of the land that you've got there and would benefit the town?
Well, it's currently a sort of semi-derelict brownfield site which has lain vacant for a considerable period of time. The council have sought to secure its redevelopment for many years, but so far that hasn't come to fruition. And they have considered it an appropriate site to bring forward new retail development. In my view, this proposal can deliver all those benefits and make a major contribution to enhancing the vitality and viability of the town centre.
What kind of feedback are you getting so far in the process?
Well, in relation to the council, I really wouldn't want to prejudge what they're going to say, but what I can say is that this site is in the town centre and has been identified by the council as being suitable for retail development. Therefore, I would anticipate a broadly positive response to the proposal when it's submitted. In terms of the reaction from local people we've had to date, as you'll appreciate, this exhibition has only been running an hour or so, but I think it's fair to say, and obviously you've been here and you would have had the opportunity to listen to what's being said, I think the response so far has been overwhelmingly positive. The application will be submitted in due course. We are available to deal with any questions people have, either before the application is submitted or when it is formally submitted to the council.
This is the site that we're talking about. It's approached off railway approach, and you'd actually get to the supermarket by driving down this road at the side of the railway station. The approach here is only for ordinary cars, it's not for trucks. Trucks would approach through a wider and more appropriate entrance and loading area at the other end of the site. That's the area that's currently used by a company building small sheds and outbuildings and so on. And that area would be where the trucks actually go into the supermarket loading bays.
So there'll be no truck traffic past homes to reach the store. That's another box ticked. We'll have more on this story soon and hope to be able to show you more of the preliminary drawings that were on display.